Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm Steezy, and thank you for checking out today's video. So today, we are talking about my personal thoughts, beliefs, all of that, and how in the world Black Ops Cold War, throwing that in quotes because we don't have an exact title right now, which is crazy, how in the world Black Ops Cold War is going to infiltrate and take over Warzone. We know right now that Warzone is going to be Call of Duty's mainstay as a BR, and the studios are just going to hand it off back and forth for the foreseeable future. I think it's pretty easy. I think there's a lot of things that make perfect sense. Of course, this is coming from a mind that is not a developer, so some of the things that make perfect sense to me do not make any sense at all to the developer. So with that being said, I still think these are the best ideas, the easiest ways possible for Treyarch to take over. So before we actually get into that, the gameplay you are watching in the background is a Warzone game that I had with a couple of my friends. Now, spoiler, we did not win, but in this game, there are several clutch plays that I went off, to be honest with you. It's not a game that I wanted to throw out as a separate video, so this was the perfect place to put it, was within this video. So I hope you enjoy that as we talk about Warzone and the future of it. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War got the very interesting job and the very first time that a file or an asset is going to be handed over to another studio. Now, they're using the same engine as Modern Warfare used, and I think that has been something that's happened in the past. But handing over an entire, essentially, game to a studio saying, here, this is what I've got, make it your own, is new water. And that sounds very overwhelming, but I think that it can happen, and I think it can happen very smoothly as well. So here's my thoughts. Let me know what you think, of course. But here's how we're going to do it. So, I think very, very soon, Black Ops Cold War will be announced with a trailer. At the end of that trailer, there's going to be something that says, pre-order now and get Frank Woods, for example, as an operator in Warzone. Now, this is very easy for both sides to handle, both Treyarch and Infinity Ward, because it's going to be a model that Treyarch is going to use. Frank Woods is coming back. There's no doubt in my mind Frank Woods is coming back. So that model, that character is already there, 100%. So all Treyarch has to do is say, here, Infinity Ward, here is this coding or whatever for this character, and Infinity Ward's going to take that and just apply it to their game. Just incorporate that into the game. Putting one file into the game shouldn't be very difficult. Again, this is from an outsider's perspective, so what do I know? But this is the very first official step. And then in IW, you're just going to launch, or in Warzone, you're just going to launch it, and you're going to update it once you've got it or whatever. You're going to put in your code, and you're going to download Frank Woods, and you can play as Frank Woods. Now, that is going to happen probably for the next, whatever, I don't know, until they decide to do another trailer for Black Ops, which I think the next one will have something a little different. I'm thinking it's going to be the same process, saying, hey, download, or pre-order, rather, Black Ops Cold War, and get this gun to use ahead of time in Warzone. You might even be able to use it inside of Modern Warfare in general, but I would say, if I was Treyarch, I'd say, okay, here's this gun. You can unlock this right away in Warzone and in Modern Warfare by pre-ordering Black Ops Cold War, and it also gives you early access to this gun when Black Ops Cold War launches, which they've done that before. Off the top of my head, pre-ordering World War II gave you a permanent unlock token to use day one. So, similar fashion. Pre-order Black Ops Cold War, get this gun early by using it in Modern Warfare and in Warzone, and also when the game actually launches. So, again, same process. You take that coding, that string of coding, you give it to IW, say, here's one of the weapons you could put in, maybe even your battle pass, shit, I don't know, but here is another part of Black Ops Cold War that you can now put in Warzone. So now, Warzone has Frank Woods as an operator, it has a gun from Black Ops Cold War, and that will probably be how it remains. They might do that a few times, maybe just once. I don't know, but they're just going to say, hey, here is this from Black Ops Cold War. Put it in Warzone. And then this is where it gets it makes the most sense. And I don't know, it just makes perfect sense to me. But when you purchase and download the actual Black Ops Cold War, of course we know Warzone is going to be in the menu, very similar to how it is right now. But when you download, you already have Warzone, assuming. So what it's going to do is it's going to just update the map, probably. Maybe not a whole lot, but you're going to be downloading an update for Warzone within Black Ops Cold War. So you've got the game file and then the update file for Warzone. And that's going to then replace, just like a new season of Modern Warfare, just like a new season for Infinity Ward, the Warzone will update with new, probably not new map in general, maybe some added places, but it will probably just update like all the weapons, of course, the ground weapons, the loot box weapons, all of that, the loadout, and then I'm sure the score streaks or kill streaks will change as well to better fit Black Ops Cold War, but it's going to be just like an update, just like a season update would be. It's going to be an overall game update. Probably taking out, I would assume, all of Infinity Ward's weapons, because we don't need that. It will probably leave. The only things we would be familiar with on launch day would be things that, like I suggested, the pre-order bonuses. Like, say we did get Frank Woods as a pre-order bonus. That will stay. But the rest of it, then all new operators, all new weapons, again, all new contracts. I'm assuming that's going to stay. And the buy station is probably going to be updated with things that involve Black Ops Cold War. So it's going to be as simple as just putting one or two strings of coding into the game now, and then when the game actually launches, it will be as easy as an update, in my opinion. And it's not going to be very hard. IW is going to hand over Warzone probably, and Treyarch is going to go in and just remove weapons, remove operators, minus what they've put in, minus their assets, and then just drag and drop all of their guns and all of the changes that they want to make. But on our side, it's probably just going to be as easy as an update. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. It makes perfect sense in my brain. And I'm not a developer, but that just seems like the most logical way to go about doing this. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy the video, if you're enjoying this kind of format. I haven't done videos like this in a while, so I'm having fun. I like recording these types of videos. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And with all that being said, guys, I'll check in the next one.